Yo guys, and welcome back to another video, and welcome back to another Doctor Who video. Now, this is probably just going to be a quick video going over a few new rumours which have came out, well, they're quote unquote leaks for Doctor Who Season 2. And obviously I can't confirm any of these leaks to be 100% correct, but they do come from some fairly probable sources. So looking at these leaks, there's a they're coming from people who have apparently told leaks that have came true in the past. So yeah, this is going to be a very, very interesting video, but as always with leaks, do take them with a pinch of salt, because some of them could not be true. Some of them could easily be leaks and could be true as well. And I'm going to try and keep this as spoiler free as possible. There is a couple of leaks out there which, if they are true, could be quite, big spoilers to the next season. So I'm going to be keeping them out of this video and focusing on ones that are probably going to be at some point released by the BBC, or are not massively important. They're just quite vague. But yeah, there's definitely stuff in here that I looked at and I did not think that this would be the case with this series. So yeah, definitely some very, very interesting leaks ahead in this video. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notifications. We're trying to get to 100k subscribers on this YouTube channel. And if you like Doctor Who and you like Doctor Who content on YouTube, this channel is the channel for you, because we upload every single week brand new Doctor Who videos every single week. So yeah, every single Tuesday I upload a Doctor Who video. Basically, Tuesday is Doctor Who day on this channel. So basically we upload theory videos, leaks, etc. All the goodness of the Doctor Who stuff brought to you every single Tuesday. And on top of that, I have some reviews coming very, very soon. A potential review that could be released literally within the next couple of weeks is the 15th Doctor's Sonic Screwdriver toy review. That full, in-depth, detailed review, probably in more detail than any other reviewer on this entire platform, is coming very, very soon to this channel. So stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, and smash a like on this video. We have a bunch of other reviews coming very, very soon as well, including the 14th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver prop replica, which is a very, very expensive one, but it is coming. It is on the way, so that's definitely a good thing. And we also have a bunch of Doctor Who figures which have been released as well, so we're going to be reviewing all of them very, very soon, along with a bunch of other different reviews and stuff on this channel. So plenty of Doctor Who content for you all to look forward to. So yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and let's get into this video right now. So, looking at this, we have this right here. I'm going to show the screenshot on the screen right now, and basically when I'm making this main points. So here, as you can see, this is actually on Reddit, so it's public, you can see it if you want to, but yeah, here's the screenshot just to show you all. It says, Series 15 leaks, so basically Series 15 would be classed as series, or Season 2 of the new series, if we're going in that sort of sense. I don't really know what to call it. I know a lot of people have been like, oh, don't call it Season 2, this is Series 15, but in my opinion, I think Season 2 works pretty well. It's basically a reboot of Doctor Who at this point. Russell has essentially rebooted the show with Ncuti Gatwa. It's the Disney Plus era of Doctor Who, and it is vastly different to what we've had previously on Doctor Who. I wouldn't tie it in with any of the previous Doctor Who stuff, especially with a couple of changes that we've had with the series. And yeah, I just wanted to throw it in the same category as, all of the Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant, Matt Smith, Capaldi, and Jodie Whittaker stuff. So yeah, so basically, let's get into this right here. So it says, okay, so here is the latest leaks I've found online from Series 15, okay, Season 2. from various sites. So there's definitely various different sources involved in this, which is actually quite interesting. Some are rather small, but some are huge, so beware. So yeah, basically, we have actually blurred some of the bigger ones, but obviously they are floating around online, so if you want to go ahead and want to see them, do so at your own risk, but I'm not going to be throwing any major spoilers out in this whole video, or potential spoilers, because, again, take these with a grain of salt. So, here is the first one. So it says, Ruby won't be travelling with the Doctor for the majority of the season. She'll appear throughout, including a Dr. Light episode where she'll be working with UNIT. She and the Doctor will properly reunite in the finale, however. So, quite interesting that Ruby potentially won't be travelling with the Doctor much in this season. But it does make sense, because Ruby did leave in the end of the last season, so having her immediately back on the TARDIS set would be a bit, well, there's not much point in having her leave at that point, so yeah, it wouldn't make much sense. But yeah, as you can see right here, like, it would be cool to have, I suppose, her pop back in. And yeah, I think it's a cool idea, and it's pretty cool. But there is like a Doctor Light episode potentially, and I don't know how that's going to go well, because we had a Doctor Light episode with 73 yards in the first season, and I'm not going to lie, throwing a Doctor Light episode in the first season of rebooted Doctor Who is probably not the best idea, especially having that 4 episodes in. Yeah, like 4 or 5 episodes in. So, it's quite interesting, but nevertheless, it's looking alright so far. So, the second point is, the series will include one returning monster, but no Daleks or Cybermen. So, very, very interesting that we're having a returning monster. No Daleks or Cybermen, which is, again, a very, very interesting thought. If we don't get any Daleks or Cybermen, that will be the second season that we have not got them in. I mean, you could include the BBC Children Need Special. There was a Dalek in that. But for the whole of the main season of Series 1, it's, yeah, basically we've had no Daleks so far, or Cybermen, which is quite interesting. And yeah, kind of a nice choice though, I do like that. But yeah, one returning monster of who this could be. And there is actually quite an interesting theory. There's a lot of different theories on who this could be, and a lot of people are saying the Master. But I've got loads of videos on returning villains and stuff like that. But yeah, it would be interesting to see the Master come back, and it would be a very, very nice reiteration. People did think that the Master was the person, because obviously we had in the Giggle, the 60th anniversary special, sorry, we had that whole thing about the Master being enclosed in the Toymaker's tooth, imprisoned there, and then essentially somebody grabbing that tooth off the floor. And yeah, this is a teaser, I suppose, that the Master could potentially be back in Doctor Who. So it would be very, very nice to get them back in Doctor Who, I think. So yeah, let's go into the next bullet point, which says Series 15 will continue to lean into fantasy, which I'm pretty sure that is basically a self-explanatory one. You know, Season 1 was very heavily leaning into fantasy and a lot of superstitious stuff, and yeah, a lot of that kind of stuff with episodes like 73 Yards, etc, etc. So yeah, I think that continuing to lead into that would be a pretty good choice, and is kind of a natural progression of where the series left off, because I think it works very, very well. So yeah, next bullet point basically says episode 2 will take place in 1950s Miami with a focus on the paranormal. Now, we have actually seen some filming photos which potentially could be from this episode, and it shows the brand new companion played, I think she's called Belinda, but she's played by Verada See-Through, so yeah, and they're kind of in this like American-y place, so this idea, it could be in 1950s Miami, does seem very, very interesting. And then we got the focus on the paranormal, which would be a very, very interesting one to do for episode 2 as well. And yeah, very, very cool. Would like a paranormal episode. I think it's definitely cool when they blend Doctor Who and paranormal stuff together. So yeah, looking forward to seeing if that one pans out. Then we've got the next point, which says we'll get an episode that takes place mostly in the TARDIS. Now, I do actually like that idea because it was explored in the Stephen Moffat series. We had the Doctor's wife, which obviously shows the Doctor in the 11th Doctor in his first TARDIS, and it shows off a lot of that kind of stuff. And then we obviously had Journey to the Centre of the TARDIS, which was a big TARDIS episode. I really loved that episode, and it's really, really nice to explore more rooms of the TARDIS and more corridors of the TARDIS other than just the control room. So I think it would be really, really cool to see a lot more of that. And now that they have the budget to do it on a much bigger scale, I would love to see a Disney TARDIS themed story. I think that would look really, really cool. And yeah, especially with the budget, I think that would be such a good idea. Next one is Murray Gold has wrote a new original song for a scene that takes place during a concert on an alien planet. Now this does remind me of the Rings of Akaton with that sort of song, so I think that would be a very, very cool idea. Again, with a original song, Murray Gold writing that would be really, really cool, and it would be really nice to get some more original music and stuff in there. And I think that's a really, really good utilisation of that as well. Doing it sort of in a concert on an alien planet, I think that ties in. It's very Doctor Who-y, so yeah. Then we have the next bullet point, which is Jonah Hu King. I'm not going to actually attempt to pronounce that as much as I can do, so apologies if that is kind of fucked up. I tried my best. We'll be playing Mrs. Flood's grandson. Now that's quite interesting that we're going to get a grandson character to Mrs. Flood. But yeah, hopefully that pans out, and it will also help to flesh out the character a little bit more, and maybe even ease us a little bit more into who she may be, which I've done videos on my channel about, so go ahead and check them out. We then have some blurred stuff right here, which I'm not going to go over them, but we have one last bullet point right here, and this is the last bullet point. So it says, this will leave the Doctor wanting to somewhat distance himself from humanity, fearing that he'll put too many people in danger. And this is kind of a nice way that potentially we could have the Doctor leaving Earth for a period of time, which would open up a really, really nice tie-in for the spin-off, The War Between the Land and the Sea, because that is supposed to be a very Doctor-light spin-off series, focused on mainly UNIT, discovering, obviously, the main villain of that will be the Sea Devils, so yeah, that's going to be very, very interesting, and I think if we can have the end of season 2 tie in with that spin-off series, I think it will generate a lot more interest in the spin-off series, as well, the War Between the Land and the Sea doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, and I can't see it being as popular as other spin-off series like Torchwood or the Sarah Jane Adventures, which were widely more tied in with Doctor Who, I would arguably say. So there definitely needs to be something to drive some more viewership and get more people interested in this spin-off series, and I think that would be a perfect way to do it. Have the finale, the climax of the series, lead into this storyline, which will take place afterwards, and also possibly help bridge the gap in between season 2 and season 3, which would be very, very cool. But that is it for today's video and this whole thing. Yeah, that's basically all the leaks I've got for you all today. So yeah, that's basically the end of this whole video. So thank you guys so much for watching this whole video. Thank you for watching and viewing and subscribing and all that, because I appreciate all the support on the videos recently, especially the Doctor Who videos. I've seen some massive support on some of these Doctor Who videos, and yeah, just massively appreciate all of that support. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe as always, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.